Hello, today we're going to talk about the descriptive analytics using Countif Function in Excel. There are two types of data. One is categorical data and the other one is numerical data. To give you an overview, descriptive analytics is used to provide simple summary of data collected and used to describe what data shows and simplify a large amount of data in a sensible way. In business, it gives an accurate picture of what has happened in the business and how that differs from other comparable periods. Assume that we have an example. This example is used to determine the top 5 favorite soft drinks in the class. So, for the data gathering, we use survey questionnaire. Each of them will be asked what is their favorite soft drinks. So, assume that this is our data based on the responses of the given questionnaire. So, Countif function is used to determine the number of items in a cell range as specified in the criteria. So, this is the syntax equal Countif and then specify the range of cell and also the criteria. To give you a clear understanding about how Countif function is applied in data interpretation, let us watch this example. So frequency distribution is done using the Countif function. Relative frequency also is computed using the frequency distribution divided by the number of respondents. Now let's have the code. So use insert function and search for a function and then click OK. Now take note that Countif function counts the number of cells in the range. So the range of cell is the data collected. So that's from A3 to C10. And then our criteria, since we wanted to know the number of responses with the Coke item, we have to click the Coke or the D6 and press OK. So we have 7 responses for Coke. Let's have the 7-Up. You may type the formula. Just simply enter the range of cell, comma, and then the criteria, which is the 7-Up, and then press enter key. Now, based on our learning from the previous activity, you can apply or copy the formula using the autofill. But take note, when you use this autofill handle, the range of cell has been changed. So take note that you have to correct the cell range in order to come up with the correct data. So you have to be very careful in using the autofill handle. So there are 2 for Mountain Dew, 2 for 7-Up. Now in this kind of data, for you not to change the range of cell, you can apply the $ between A3 and also C13. And then apply the autofill. Now take note, in the sprite, the range of cell has not changed. So continue applying the autofill handle. So this is the result for the frequency distribution. Now the number of respondent is done using the auto sum. So there are 24 responses or number of respondents. We can now proceed to computing the relative frequency distribution. Relative frequency distribution is computed using frequency distribution divided by the number of respondents. So you can now apply the autofill handle because this is a relative reference. Now you can express the data using the decimal, or you can use the percentage format. If you use the percentage format, you may also apply the increased decimal points or decimal places. Now, to give a clearer view of what is happening in the data, you can insert chart. But don't forget to highlight the data. So from D6 to E13, and then click recommended chart. So in this example, we'll be using clustered column. So by just looking at the chart, you would know which soft drinks has the highest value. So in data visualization, it is important to have your chart labeled properly. The title, the x-axis, and the y-axis. So that's it, guys, for a simple example in applying Countif function, at the same time performing a very simple data analytics